every golfer's favorite move, the club toss. Today we're going over the top 10 throws of all time. You guys see where my club went? Man, I love me a good club toss, I'll tell you that. Coming in at number 10 on the list of club throws is this one we call the mic drop. Not really a throw, but it's the beginning to the ever-boiling temper, which will explode into some pretty awesome tosses coming. But it's clearly and simply just a let go. We call that the mic drop. Some variations to the mic drop would be this. One is called the ballerina variation. You drop and you give it a little ballerina back kick. The second variation, I really love this one. It's one I've been guilty of many times, as is the great Tiger Woods. And it's the mic drop with not the bucking bronco, but the Pele, where you hit, you drop, and then you give it a good old-fashioned kick like so. I love that one. Number 9 on the list typically happens around the green side area. This is typically where you see this one. We call it the spike. And it would look something like this. It's number 9 on the list, the spike. Everybody loves a good spike. Number 8 on the list is a classic and one of my personal favorites. Let me know if you can name it before me. This club throw is fantastic. It is called the bag attack because they take it out on their bag. Some variations to the bag attack would be the karate bag attack. My favorite part of the bag attack is when their cell phone is in the bag and it comes out looking like a disaster. Isn't golf wonderful? Moving on. Number 7 on my all-time club throws of all time is what I call the Magic, named after the greatest no-look passer of all time, Magic Johnson. It's a no-look club throw, named after, obviously, Magic Johnson. The only problem with the no-look is that you can never be as cool as Magic Johnson, because at some point you have to look wherever your club went and pick it up. So, unlike Magic, we don't have anybody to pass to, unless you got a caddy. Number 6 on the list is one of the most deadly club throws for you, the club thrower, than any other club throw. And one of the most hilarious to watch on the internet. This one we call the meteor. Maybe you could figure out why it has earned that awesome name. You can see why that one's called the meteor. You literally have to run for your life from the falling club that you launched into orbit. Number 5 is very hilarious, and I love it. And again, they're all my favorite, but this one is gonna be one of your favorites. And we call this the excalibur. And it's kind of a semi-cool type of throw. So you're hitting your shot, you obviously hit a bad shot, and you just give it one of those guys right there. Stick that sucker into the earth, and then you gotta pull it out, kind of like an excalibur. Just like so. I love me a good excalibur. only problem with the Excalibur is that your penalty, is cleaning your club. And might take a little extra scrubbing, but if you ask me, it's worth it. Number 4 on the list is a popular occurrence on the tours. All professional tours do this, and some of the biggest names in golf have been guilty and will be guilty in the future of this one. It's a classic. It's a throw, but you're really not trying to damage your club. Well, unless you throw it in the water. Thus, where the name comes from. This one is called the skipper. Oh. It gets its name from a lot of guys just using this method to throw it in the lake. That's a skipper. It's also called the dead man because, well, you can see for yourself. We're in the top 3 now. This is full, you've lost it at this point, and you don't care. Number 3 is called the lumberjack. You've seen this many times. You see why we call it the lumberjack? It's like a little axe throw. You hit, and then you just whip it forward. You gotta be careful with the lumberjack. You could pull a bilateral, quadrilateral, anterior crucial, medial meniscus if you're not careful. But the coolest lumberjack is what I showed you at the beginning. Now, if you do a lumberjack with an Excalibur, you win for the day. I mean, it's a walk-off home run right there. But that's rare. That's super rare. If you do the lumberjack with the driver, many times the driver head will hit on the ground, thus breaking the shaft. This number 2 on the list is called the meltdown, and it's really when you kind of lose basically everything up here, and it just, you can't contain yourself. Typically happens nearby a water hazard, and it looks something like this. We also call that 13 because most likely you only have 13 clubs left after the meltdown. Unless it's a mega meltdown, and then you might not have any clubs. This is our number 1 club throw of all time. And, well, we'll save the name for later. It's time for a new sport. That one's called the pickleball. Anybody know where I can get a game? Hey, no clubs were harmed in the filming of this video. That's not true. 2 clubs were actually harmed. Oh well, that's the price of a fun video. Hope you had a good time. Thanks for watching. If you want more fun videos, click right over here. Love you guys, and see you real soon.